Merry Christmas, guys! Today we have a new special guest here, and that is the all-new 2023 Kia Sportage. Well, as you have noticed, it's a compact mid-size SUV with 2-row seats, of course, and it's a direct competitor to other compact SUVs, such as the 2023 Tuk-Tuk. No, wait, what? What the f***? This is no competition, mates. As I was saying, it's a direct competitor to other SUVs in its own category, such as the 2023 Hyundai Tucson, the Toyota RAV4, and the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, and don't piss me off again. In my personal taste, I really never expected they would come up with such kind of a weird-looking tiger nose front fascia, along with these weird-looking headlights and a boomerang-shaped daytime running LEDs, because I expected a different design, but I still love it though. However, it looks a lot weirder than the previous models, but actually, that's the beauty of it. This is why I love this new design. So let me know what you think about the overall front fascia down in the comments. Let's see the necks and tires now, and the size are 215 on the width, 65 series sidewall, and 17 inches, which is not too shabby. I love this machine, aluminium finish with this metallic design, so beautiful alloy wheel. And I also love the design of this mirror cap with this thin turning indicator, very nice, but unfortunately no camera underneath it. This Sportage, which I recorded in person, yes, it looks modern and futuristic, but unfortunately again, this LX trim is just a base trim level, which it doesn't have many cool features to offer. Now you can pause for a bit so you can read the fuel card. I couldn't see the official price in this place, but I believe it's over $25,000 US. Personally, I don't mind buying this new Sportage at all because its overall muscular design looks so modern, but it has got to be the highest trim level possible to enjoy all of the bells and whistles, which I'll get for the money. For the record, I love the decorations of this show floor where I am at right now, very gorgeous indeed. To be brutally honest, these extended ends of these taillights look absolutely terrible in my opinion, because they could have done a much better looking design for the taillights. However though, I like the design of the LEDs inside the housing. And I also love this extended thin light bar connecting the taillights together across the whole back of the vehicle. Too bad that this light bar is just a dummy, which doesn't light up at all. This base trim level offers only one single camera, and that is the backup reverse camera, which is quite a bummer. With all the mediocre features this low trim Sportage has, I was totally surprised to see this back window wiper tucked underneath the roof spoiler, which makes the whole back look so clean and professional. Even the other competitions in its segment doesn't have this sort of feature. Very nice. In the end, the overall back design looks a lot better and sharper than the previous generation models. So if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much. Let's start with the front door panel, where things gone bizarre, quite honestly, because with all these cheap materials, it looks absolutely plain and boring. The only thing tasteful though is the door handle, and that's it. We also have some buttons and switches, but even they look normally plain as well. The door pocket isn't quite big, but it's fine, as well as the speaker grille, which looks okay. And don't expect to have leather power seats in this poor trim level. But anyway, I do love this redesigned AC vent, which looks so unique and tasteful, but we'll see more of the AC vents once we climb inside. Once you get inside the cabin, the first thing you'll see is the whole dash, which looks absolutely amazing, along with the steering wheel, which also looks amazing as well. And let's not forget about the 12.2-inch all-digital gauge cluster, which looks beautiful. But there's one problem, and that is the touch screen, which I'll talk about in a minute. I can't tell you enough how I love this redesigned dash, which looks far better than the older generation model's dash. But one thing I can't stand looking at is the bad-looking door panel, which looks so plain and tedious. However though, I love these materials on the dash put together, creating a unique and futuristic looking style with some tasteful finishing touches, but it looks even better on the highest trim level of the new Sportage. And speaking of which, and as I mentioned earlier, this infotainment touchscreen is small. In fact, it's even smaller than the digital gauge cluster, which is about 8 inches only. And not only that, but also it looks so old school, with these giant plasticky bezels and buttons and knobs around it, which makes it look like something that has been invented from the 80s, which is not tasteful nor beautiful at all. Good thing they fixed this issue with the highest trim level, as this big screen here is 12.3 inches and no buttons around it, which looks a lot sleeker, and even the whole interior looks a lot better. This phone storage offers a good amount of capacity, and it has a 12-volt and USB ports, and yeah, it features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but only wired, meaning no wireless in this package, and no wireless charging support either, only in much higher trim levels. There's also driving modes, whichever suits your driving situation, and an extendable cubby storage by moving away the cup holders, which is very nice. And as usual, there's a standard storage under the armrest, but not quite big really. And there's no auto dimming feature in this mirror, because obviously it's just a base trim level, and of course there's no sunroof in this package whatsoever. Now let's see, what else do we have in the back seat? Continuing with the back door panel, which looks the same as the front ones, and you call it a 2023 vehicle, what a shame, because they could have done a lot better than this. They didn't even include any sunshades, like what Hyundai included in their Tucson. However, the speaker looks okay, but the door pocket is so small. So what do you think about the overall interior? Let us know down in the comments. As you can see here, the legroom seems, well, pretty much fine, so not bad. Well, there's not much going on here in the back seat, just a couple of items worth mentioning, such as dual air vents and a cubby storage for smartphones, but there's no USB port, which is ridiculous. And also an armrest with 2 cup holders, which you have probably seen it already. And finally, a cargo storage with a decent amount of capacity, which is very good. And that wraps it up for this review, so if you enjoyed my blabbering like always, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel as it'll help a lot to grow, and be sure to watch more videos at the end screen. So until I see you again in one piece, see you soon, and Merry Christmas to you all.